Yo, welcome everybody to the Maxwell podcast, the BLASTCAST. What's up? I'm joined by Ziz, Palstron, and Karn. We're here to talk about the 0.3 Path of Exile 2 patch, or the very little that we know of the 0.3 Path of Exile 2 patch, at least. But how you doing, guys?
I'm good.
Great.
Well,
Not so good, you know why?
you know why? Okay, tell us why.
Man,
Why
they
do you
got
feel-
buffed a little bit too much, so Karn's depressed.
We could just
Yeah.
dive
Just
right
play
in,
Monk like Alk, right?
what you think of the patch notes. We can start with you, Karn, because I feel like
Yeah, he has a lot to say.
You have been hit the hardest, and you have a lot to say about it. Yeah.
He did not get hit the
Oh my
hardest.
God. Okay. These, all right. Well, I mean, okay. The thing is, the whole patch. I think I was very excited about it. There's a lot of good changes to the end game, to crafting, to all these things. But then the balance patch, I think, is some of the worst I've ever seen. I'll be honest.
Fair enough.
It's like a lot of the changes to me don't really make that much sense. Like all the warrior stuff, all the other stuff on the other side. You know, all the stuff that needed help got pretty much like nerfed on every side, on every aspect of it. And then stuff that was already good also got brought up even more. So I'm not
Right.
quite sure I understand what happened with this patch.
But
To be honest,
give
balance-wise.
an
You haven't seen the skill
example.
tree.
I don't think there's anything the skill tree can do to make up for that. You're still not logging in on warrior.
Like
Most
in
of the
your opinion,
notables are in the Merc area as well. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. The right side tree doesn't get very much. But
Yeah,
just so the listeners and viewers understand, or understand your point of view, like give us some examples. Like what do you think should have been buffed? What do you think should have not been buffed? Like, elaborate a little bit.
Well, there's been some changes they've been doing that were supposed to be buffs, but every single time there is, for example, say they change shield charge to have no cooldown, but then they make it have reduced movement speed, they make it have extra added attack time. Same with Thunder, they make it not have extra added attack time, and then they make it have 35% weapon damage, weapon speed. All these things, like every single change there is, if there's any positive at all, there's always a but behind it. Instead of just make things better, and that's it.
Yeah.
But there's none of that on any other changes related to warrior.
Yeah, that makes
For
sense.
example, you look at Kitava. Another big example is Kitava. How does the Kitava Ascendancy currently make any sense? They removed the max res from the Ascendancy, the five max res. They also removed Inferno Clasp, which means like all the big sources that you have for max fire res are gone, and now to make use of your biggest ascendancy node that allows you to get all max res from your max fire res, well, you need that insane investment. You need it against the darkness. You need the all perfect jewels. You need there's way too much stuff you get, and for a very long time, if you play Kitava, you're just playing an ascendant warrior that is res capped. That's your ascendancy.
Okay, in Karn's defense, I do agree. It does feel a little bit like warrior balance versus like spare balance. Last patch was a little like definitely done by two different people. Where the person doing warrior balance is like, oh, we have to be really careful here. Don't give too much attack speed. Maybe do a downside here. And whoever is balancing spears is like, fuck yeah, kill shit. Whoa.
Like okay, you look at also. So they remove the max res, right? And instead they add armor applying to elemental damage.
Yeah.
Now, besides, let's forget the part where the armor applying to the elemental damage is bad because it applies before resistances. Why do we give that node on an ascendancy that needs to use a white body armor? That makes no sense.
Right, because
Like, how does that
the
make any
main source
sense?
would be on body armor. Is that what you mean, or
Yes.
so you just can't
Yeah.
stack it? That's the issue, right?
It's like you can't get enough armor for that to be ever good.
Oh, like armor as well, of course. Yeah, so it's a double whammy, even. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but like, do you think that? Sorry, go on, Paul.
I was gonna say the biggest problem I have is that they started with maces, and maces having slam skills means that two-handers are just so strong right now. And since the defenses of where were balanced a lot around having a free shield, and now either you don't have a free shield or you lose 600 life.
You lose so much life.
You're now basically in a situation where they want you to have the trade-off between one-handers and two-handers, but at the same time, it's not really a question, right? So
yeah, exactly. Like sorry, continue.
If that wasn't about, like, if Maces wasn't the first one, if it wasn't the one class where two-handers are probably just really, really good, like if it was swords or something, maybe it would have been closer. Because if you look at the DPS of I think a perfect one-handed mace is like 1,050 or something, right? And two-hander is like 1,350. So you would think it's like not that far off, but it is, right? Because it's not about DPS, it's also a lot about on-hit damage. But that's because it's maces. If they started with anything else, I think it would have been a lot healthier. But you're kind of forced into Giant's Blood or not having a shield. You almost have to have a 200.
Yeah, basically, Giant's Blood is not. It's not a choice. It's mandatory. If you don't have Giant's Blood, you either have no defense because you don't have a shield, or you have no damage because you have a one-hander.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not a choice.
For context, Giant's Blood lost. You basically get half as much effectiveness from strength nodes if you spec into Giant's Blood.
Yeah.
Just for context for anybody who's wondering.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to build defense in this game as well, which I think is a big detriment. I was surprised they like nerfed block so much too. I mean, block did feel mandatory, but it's also like, well, we don't have any other defense either.
Yeah, I mean, Kitava had a way to build defense. You were strong against elemental damage and weak to physical, and that was fine.
Yeah, but it does at the cost of your entire ascendancy being defensive focused.
Yeah,
I mean, don't forget, Kitava also has 3 dead nodes, right? Like you have
Yeah.
the max res nodes, and then you have the body armor nodes, and the rest is just like nonsense nodes,
It's
right?
kinda,
So it's
Yeah,
like,
they're actual nonsense.
that's also a problem with the ascendancy. You're reliant on that. So and now they nerfed 1 or 2 of the body armor nodes, all of a sudden it's not even worth the trade-off anymore.
It's
and you're
not
just
even an
like,
ascendancy. Yeah.
yeah,
It
it's
just
not
why
ascendancy
maybe?
anymore.
It just, unless you're planning to actually like use the, the Tink notable that like empowers your weapon or whatever. But I mean, that does seem like it does feel like they're just like lacking a few points there in specific Kitava. But I mean,
Yeah.
so for anybody wondering that about melee, because I know a lot of people are still gonna want to try it. Why is Titan or Warbringer not an option then for melee?
I mean, Titan is always. I think Titan is as a whole ascendancy is just good. It's you can do anything on Titan. That's not the problem. It's mostly related to maces. And Warbringer, I think he's pretty good now because you can do things with the new block node and Svalin that like completely bypass the downside. So you can
Yeah.
actually get
Yeah,
75% lucky block on Warbringer and probably maybe play totems. Maybe these are good now. So there's stuff to do on Warbringer. Titan, just Titan. You can do anything on it. Just pick what the best thing you can do. That's not too far from that side of the tree. But yeah, I'd say defensively Warbringer is very good now. Can be good
Yeah.
at least with investment, and the Titan is just Titan. You can do anything on it. So
Yeah,
like, but
both of those are really good ascendancies. If any problem is with melee, it's not ascendancy related, except for Smith
Biggest-
Kitava, which is not really an ascendancy.
biggest buff on Warrior was probably the Jade node, that doesn't lose any stacks anymore. So baseline, it's 10 PDR now, and you don't lose the stacks. So you could literally, if you want to, just never use this guard skill, right? But if you want to, you have a 70% guard skill now, like a 70% of your HP molten shell.
it's only physical damage that does not consume the stacks.
Um,
Elemental damage will still make you lose it. Apparently, if that high
I don't
blocked,
think you
actually.
used to
That-
lose any stacks. Are you
Yeah,
sure?
yeah. I'm actually not. I'm not 100% sure actually.
No, I don't think you lose
actually-
any stacks at all anymore. It's
Okay.
actually really strong.
That's pretty good then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't
it's
know
a
if you
really
can
good
afford to
2-pointer,
do it.
and like it used to be a meme node, right? Like you remember how you used to like stand still? That also got removed last patch, right? If you remember. So
Yeah.
the skill is now basically just like a molten shell. Like, it's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, even back then, I remember looking at it. I was like, "Oh, that probably can have some use." And especially after the change last patch. So yeah, no, it's a decent node. Warbringer has decent
Wait.
nodes.
Warbringer looks pretty good. I think with Svalin.
Yeah, they
I
also
think-
moved. They also moved the Warcry cooldowns to the explode node, so you have both now.
Yeah.
You gain one ascendancy. That's pretty.
You could use that.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Twitch drop event they're doing? The sub gift drop?
Is there one?
No.
How much?
They just released one.
It's well, it says this information isn't fully confirmed, but it looks really legit. It's one sub gift and you get a Twitch badge forever. Of a
Ooh.
Gale
Oh,
Oh
Sword.
yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, I heard about it.
Yo.
That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Do they get any in-game cosmetics as well, or just a Twitch thing?
I don't know. I think it's just a Twitch thing. I'm
Fair
guessing they'll have like drops for watching.
Yeah. I'm gonna want to get that
Nice.
Chaos Orb for sure, though. That sounds
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I don't know what will do better. What didn't they have a really good thing last time as a drop?
They did. They had the portal, right? The Zana Flower portal. Well, that was for like the
Yeah.
P1 League launch, though.
It was for 2 subs, so they baited people into doing 5 gifties because you can't select 2, otherwise you would have to do
Yeah.
2 singles.
You know what? You know what I?
No, you can't click custom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody does it. Like
No, I
so
know.
many
You're
people do
right, you're
5.
right,
It's
you're right.
crazy.
You know what I did by accident?
Yeah.
Was like I went to somebody's stream and I gifted one guy a T2 sub because I saw 2. I was like, yeah, I'm gifting
Oh,
that
no.
one, bro. It's like pissed
Well,
off, bro.
It's interesting. It's interesting with sub gift
Got 'em.
campaign now because now streamers can put their own discount on subs. So
Oh, what?
you can give a
Yeah.
discount to incentivize people gifting to you instead of others.
Oh shit!
Hmm.
Wait, that's I don't know about that one. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I accidentally fucked up with it already. So you get like 70 hours per year of discount that you can do. And it's only on 5
Oh.
subs or more. So
Okay,
it doesn't
okay.
really make that
That's
much
not too
sense for
bad.
like one. But so I won 2,000 subs in the Albion event, and I was running my discount when they gifted the 2,000 subs.
No.
Oh no!
dude.
Oh no!
Shit.
But
Disaster.
there is a big discount on gifting 100 subs anyway, so it was only like a 2%, 3% loss or something, so it wasn't like a big deal.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
To get us back on topic, at least of the
Mhm.
balance patch stuff. I personally think like Warbringer looks pretty damn good, but the thing that turns me down about melee is what Paul said, like using maces and the fact that you're just playing mace skills. So I'm personally gonna stay
And
away
lack of
from it.
defenses.
Yeah, for sure. I think defenses you can
Totems
sort of
look good,
solve
though.
with like gear, but
I think-
yeah, early game sucks.
I think they have to be really careful in the future, nerfing. Like, for example, they could have given Giant's Blood like 20% less damage or something. Because they have to be really. Whatever, right? Like, I'm just saying, they
Just
could have
any-
buffed,
yeah.
like,
It's
instead of
already-
the strength stuff.
Not
Because
removing the
you
defense.
can't take away defenses because you cannot get them back in this game if you're life-based,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
if you think about it. Like, it's not like an opportunity cost. It's literally, you cannot get it back. Damage you can get back, but, like, there's nothing.
I mean, that's part of the reason Kitava was so strong, because you can't get defense in this game. So an ascendancy that gives you this much defense is always going to be very strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the problem also with mace skills, it's also that they just feel bad to play. You're sitting there waiting for your stuff to go off. Like I gave that example, I think last season. You play a warrior, you try to drop a hammer of the gods on a Zesh. So you heavy stun Zesh 4, and you weapon swap because you have to do it to get 2 maces, get the big damage. And before the hammer drops, Zesh has already got back up and left.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
miss. It's like, what? Like this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The amount of clips you see people trying to like get their supercharged slam in as well, like and then it just like misses, or you're just like, oh man.
Karn,
That's
are you
fun.
gonna play melee at launch?
No.
Oh gee, what are you playing?
Like, I'm done. I am actually done. Like they keep spitting in our
No
face.
more
I'm
roleplay?
done.
Just play Mon. What do you mean?
No. I will. Okay, here's the thing. I will. Well, I guess we can talk about this later. But no, I'm not playing melee.
Okay.
I feel
I'm
like we're
done.
gonna see launch. It's gonna be like 5 hours into launch, and Karn is just like bang, bang, roleplay.
No, I am done. They've done enough. Like this is like when I was reading patch notes, like every second line was a middle finger to warrior. It would not stop, and every like 15 minutes, I see something new that is completely crazy, and I'm like, no, how? What is this? What about? Is it? No, this can't be real. I'm just done. I'm done.
Well, did you see the added patch notes for Witch Hunter? Because that looks
Yeah.
spicy.
Yeah, that looks cool. That looks really cool. I think it's a bit
Yeah.
hard to actually plan around this because we don't have the tree, we don't have gems, we don't have anything. but
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a turbo endgame change, right? Like being able to have 100. Is it like 100 or 130 points that you can swap over?
100.
Full.
Yeah.
All your points are
One-
now
one-
weapon
one-
swap.
124 total.
It's 120. It's
120.
Oh, is it
literally every
actually? I thought it
single
was just
one. Yeah.
100.
The way that I see it, like a lot of people are saying, like, oh, you can have like a full single target and a full AoE setup, but I'm thinking like you could just have a full like running
different builds.
setup, you know, like, or yeah, 2 different builds are
Or
just like
that.
full mobility and then a full damage, like, or full clear or whatever else, right? Because I don't know, I feel like that could be really interesting. Then you could have
I
crazy
mean,
stuff with
Think
that.
I
about
would be.
this. Sorry, go ahead.
You go on.
Think about this. You can actually have a full offensive and a full defense setup. This is sounds a little bit cooked,
Yeah.
but for example, totems snapshot their damage from the tree, so you can
Oh
put totems
shit.
down or like minions or whatever, and then have all your defenses on the like literally pick, I don't know, evasion, energy shield, deflect, block, whatever you want, like all points in defense, and on the other tree you have all points in offense,
You
right?
just have
Like
everything. That's
Well,
kind of cool.
minions are the worst thing to do
Technically.
it with, right? Because you do have to have the same spirit amount on both setups. So minions are
Mm,
like the clunkiest to do for Witch Hunter, I think.
not
Are
true.
you sure? Didn't the patch note say that's only for like Blink and 2 others?
No, I think in general,
Uh,
if you don't have the spirit, you lose your
Yeah, the
minions.
Yeah, so I
despawn and stuff.
remember
Okay,
I
then
was
it's only
playing
totems. Then it's
because
only
I had
totems.
a
Yeah, yeah.
I had a curse set up, and whenever I cursed, it would desummon my minions.
Okay, then it's only any passive damage that isn't minions. Then yeah, for example, totems or
Yeah,
whatever.
so totems would
Because
be really good. I
yeah,
would
so
be very
yeah.
keen on doing a huge single target setup and a huge clear setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be. But I don't know if you for that you actually need like 100 points. Like I don't know if you need more than 24 points to make that work, right? Like the
Yeah.
question that has to be like a big project. For example, I don't know, fucking curses, or what would it be? There was one more thing we talked about today. I can't remember. I don't know.
I mean, one thing you could do it with is meditate, for example. You just have a meditate tree on monks, just literally just
Yeah.
weapon swap to meditate with all the ES recharge stuff.
True.
Yeah.
I just-
True.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it is very important to meditate before you go into combat.
Yeah, very important.
Meditate is actually not really like a meme though. It's like it's funny because
still-
like people started actually using it after Elon. He was a visionary. Elon knew.
Yeah, he knew. He was right.
Yeah, he just
It's
knew.
the only way now. How do you recover ES dispatch? Like you
Exactly.
can't. What do you do?
Now
you
we
need
have to.
recharge. Yeah, you have to.
To be fair, I remember reading Karn's tweet and I was like, this is dumb, but Karn is completely right. Like, Energy Shield should not ever be able to recover Energy Shield without recharge.
Yeah. See.
You're right. You're 100%
but like,
right.
so you disagree with Ghost Dance? Basically, you're not a Ghost Dance enjoyer.
I think
I think
Ghost Dance
that's
is too
fine.
powerful.
It
I
is.
think
It
it's
is. Yeah.
fine. The values may be too high, but I think as a concept, Ghost Dance I think is fine.
Yeah.
It's like it will help you when you get occasionally hit, and that's fine. But if you're getting like hit by a barrage of spells and attacks, and you're just leeching to it, that's dumb, right? But if you
Mm.
that Ghost Dance does not help you against this.
But have you ever actually invested in recharge in this game? Because it's actually like fucking OP.
It is good.
Like
It is actually
it's
good. Yeah, it
really
is
good. Yeah, you can have like
Yeah,
a less
it's
than a
really good.
second recharge like delay, and then it yeah. I remember trying it at 0
Yeah.
1. It was really good before we figured out all of the, like the what skill we were using that it was completely broken. Grim Feast.
I mean, it is definitely very strong. Like, the downside of ES is supposed to be, like, if you can't get the monsters off you and, like, you can't recover at all.
I don't think the game right now, defensively or offensively, is in a good state whatsoever. I personally think, like, reading through the patch notes for me, this is just a bit of a hot take for me, I suppose, but it just feels so arbitrary. Like they're just like tweaking things. Just it almost just feels like, oh look, I'm doing things, but then it's like so arbitrary because it doesn't feel like really like aimed at either adding more ways to build defenses or offenses, where it just feels like now everybody, like everybody's like gravitating towards one thing, and that that could be just because we don't have context, but it does kind of spell that they kind of messed up on the balance, in my opinion. If everybody just goes evasion deflect, like it doesn't really feel like good balance, IMO.
I mean, I think like armor too early could be something, but I think my main problem with armor and armor too early, the way it is in the game right now, is you either you go full all in on it, or it does nothing. It's like low amounts or low to medium amounts of armor are extremely bad with that stat. But if you go like all in on armor and you get a ton of it, like maybe it will do something, maybe it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Whereas if you get evasion, small to medium amounts of evasion do a lot. It
It's
does
just-
a lot. The same is in P1. It's the same thing in P1.
But in PoE
You don't
one, you
need
have
to.
damage reduction. We don't have damage reduction in PoE two for left side tree,
Yeah,
right? Like that's the problem. Is it's just armor is so ineffective against big hits, and you have no way to mitigate hits. And it's just like it doesn't make any sense to me that they're trying to pair up armor with block, because like block
do
is a
the same thing.
mechanic that just doesn't go hand in hand with armor. Armor really wants to either shift fizz to elemental or reduce the incoming damage to multiply the effectiveness of armor, which is essentially like that's what armor does. And they're not giving you the tools to do that. So I'm completely with you on armor just being kind of shit. Like when I first saw the changes to armor applying to elemental damage, I was like, that's huge. And then I heard that you said that is pre-elemental mitigation, which unlike PoE 1 where it's post. So to explain it to people, like that would mean that you're not reducing the incoming elemental damage before it's mitigated by armor, meaning armor basically doesn't mitigate it because it doesn't mitigate big hits. It only mitigate, well, it does mitigate it, but like much less effectively. So yeah, it just doesn't seem that good.
On another note, though, on a more positive note, I guess, do you guys think the tactician node? I don't know if you guys know the node because nobody ever takes it.
Yeah,
The
no, I
stay
know. I
light
know what
use
you're talking about.
cover. Sorry, what?
Yeah. No, I said I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Do you
Go ahead.
guys think the maximum fizz damage reduction? Do you guys think they overlook this node? Do you guys think you can actually get 90% LE damage reduction with the conversion? Because it only specifies fizz damage reduction.
Well, I mean, I don't think you can get enough armor, but yeah, I
With the
think I don't think
defend,
so.
Iron
Yeah, I think even with
reflexes,
defend. I think even with defend, you can get like what?
but like
I
70,
would
80,
say.
right? Technically, 70, 80, maybe. I'm just,
I mean,
you know?
against so not too, so his are not too big. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's an oversight. Maybe it is, but I think it's fine. I think it's a good
Because
way to
there's
circumvent the
a
downside.
similar wording in PoE 1 where it does say damage reduction. It does say physical damage reduction. That's why I'm just wondering. Or it was an oversight. I have no idea. But there's also an interesting thing where you can get deflect on armor on the node before, right? And then you can go the new glancing blows, which makes your evasion chance unlucky, which doesn't matter because it's capped to 50 with the node after. But you can you from glancing blows you get chance to deflect is lucky, right? So evasion rating unlucky, but you go Iron reflexes, and then with glancing blows you get lucky deflect. So that could be an interesting 4-pointer for defense for that. And you also get 20% of armor applies to Ellie from one of the banner supports. Plus you get 30% more armor and evasion from the banner. So maybe.
I agree. I think tactician defensively looks actually pretty good. If there's a way to
Yeah.
make armor and armor to really work, I think it's on tactician only because of the double armor node that doesn't really have a downside. Because having 50% max fizz DR does not matter because you have block against
Yeah.
smaller hits and big hits. The armor doesn't
big
really
hits
do that
matter.
much anyway.
Yeah,
and the big hits
No,
you
like
put
200
50%.
defend armor is huge. Like the crit node, the 200 defend on crit, for example, is a pretty nice node and stuff like that. In theory, right? If you can get it on everything, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I do like tactician for that for defense.
I was looking into
Yeah,
banners.
I'm going
that's why
tactician.
I actually did some research today on the banner stuff and the glory, and if they keep
Banners are
most
broken.
things on the tree the same, but they just change valor to glory, you can actually get like a lot of uptime on the 30% movement speed on that one banner.
Okay. I had a friend.
Actually,
that
how
The
do you think
annoying
that's
thing
better?
though is I
support.
can't keep glory up with mortars.
Sorry, what do you mean?
I can't keep that up with totems. Like it's on kill and hit,
Oh.
and totems
Yeah, you
don't
have
get
to do it
that.
yourself, but you also get like regen, right? On tactician, you get 5
Yeah, but then I
regen,
just
which
have to
also
wait
scales.
for that.
Yeah, no, you get 11 regen in total with the tree if it works like that, right? And then on top of that, you also get linger. So when you get out of the banner, you still have it for 4 seconds. And then, like you said, on totems, it doesn't have a perfect uptime. But if you're just hitting a little bit with a normal build, you're gonna have like 70% uptime or so. And
You have to have
70%
100
uptime on
glory?
30%, we're talking like that's a lot of move speed, right?
You're
What's the
right. I
cap on
probably
glory?
can go for the regen.
Technically, right? Like we don't know if the nodes get changed, but I saw the clusters and they're all still there. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Also, it never lingers on tactician. Decays. Glory never decays on tactician. So
Oh shit! How much glory do you need to plant? Like, is there no
100.
limit?
200.
Is it 200? Okay, so less. I still.
But
That's
Actually,
not
there's
great,
one
right?
node. There's one node that makes it so 15% get immediately refunded, so it's 170 actually, right?
Okay.
And then you have 4-second linger. Granted, all the notes stay, right? But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
The
Well,
way it was
yeah.
in the patch notes, you gain glory when you attack. That's what it says. When you attack, you gain glory. So do you think it's gonna be the same as current glory, where if you attack a white mob, you get 1 glory. If you attack a
Like
magic
power
I think
creature,
so.
based.
it's
Yeah,
2,
probably.
3, and then 5, and then uniques, you get 20. So that means that you need to attack a boss 10 times to be able to place your banner. That's it.
If you had no regen, yeah, even on bosses, you can keep it up. And that one banner, I think almost everybody's going to use the war banner, right? Like
The war banner
25%
is
more damage.
really good. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really good.
and that was what I wanted to say earlier on the Witch Hunter. You can actually now put a lot of buff stuff on your offhand if you have 100 weapon swap points, right? Because like you can put the banner on and all the banner nodes basically, and it's like because the banner nodes are like 40 points investment or so. So that plus
Yeah.
some other buff stuff, technically like increased duration maybe or some stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Because you can put the supports. You don't not limited by only one support per character, so you can have ink duration on everything, ink AoE on everything. And,
CDR on
change-
everything, inspiration on everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend that played banner support season 1, and he said it was completely broken. I think if you actually like scale them properly, like you can get a lot of juice out of them for sure.
I
Yeah,
think every
I think
build now uses. Yeah, I think every build now uses one banner. I think at least attack builds. I don't know if for spells you will use a banner, because the other ones are. It is a move speed one, but if you don't have linger, it's kind of whatever. So it's nice, but
I mean,
don't know
even
if
without
we're-
linger, it'll still be great for bosses and like bursting them down.
Yeah.
No, yeah. The area is so
Yeah.
large now.
But you don't get damage on spells through banners though.
No.
Unless I miss
Yeah,
something.
but if like I mean, still, even if it just lingers, like you get a Val haste basically, right? With the move
Yeah.
speed. So it's like a Val haste in PoE. I'll take a Val haste in PoE too, right?
Yeah.
Like anything movement speed related.
It's 30%. It's actually a big number. I was surprised.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
it's
it's huge.
30%.
I'm so
30%
excited for
is the number.
Sprint.
Yeah. You see the change? They made it so that now sprint is kind of like a toggle. That was the main thing I was like really worried
nice.
about, is that you'd have to like hold it down by the end of the camp. Like by the end of our PoE2 streams, I
true.
figured like we were gonna have like broken thumbs, like all of us. But now you can like you dodge roll, and if you hold it a bit, you can let go of it, and until basically like you do another action or something, it keeps running, right? So it
Yeah.
should be like so much better quality of life. That was like the one thing I was worried about. Of course, aside for like getting stunned, but yeah.
I mean, I think that's fine. I think people are overreacting to
Just
that.
log out.
I think.
It's like,
Aside from that, like you see a monster clear press an ability, that's it.
yeah,
Yes.
you press an
It's not,
ability,
it's
yeah.
not meant. It's not meant to be.
Like
the
you're gonna
stealth
fuck it
mode.
up in the start.
Yeah. Or you
Yeah.
play an evasion
Yeah,
build,
yeah.
because
It's gonna be crazy for like racing. Crazy skill check for racing, right?
I think it's too broken for
Yeah.
evasion builds. It's just, it doesn't, again, it's like
I think
evasion
so,
builds
too.
just keep winning. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you cap out like
Now you get
95%
deflect.
chance to evade,
Yeah, I
like,
mean, it was the worst defense. So yeah, I mean,
Boss, what?
Yeah.
Block evasion was so OP.
yeah. I think the reason they say that is actually because like from Tencent was getting a lot of feedback from the Chinese players that evasion was really, really bad. And that's where they got that idea. But evasion itself was like, if you were just pure evasion, I guess it kind of sucked, but it's just because you can't build life on any character. So evasion is like super OP, just like in PoE1. But if you don't have life, like if you don't have like sort of like a way to
Enough-
absorb,
Enough to
yeah,
knock it one shot.
right, exactly. Like then yeah, I suppose it kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's my least favorite thing about PoE2 is like how hard it is to build defense. Like last patch, I felt like I invested everything, my entire ascendancy, anything I could on the skill tree to get defense, and I still felt squishy.
Yeah, you don't feel ever tanky. It's true, unless you're.
big
Imagine-
problem
like,
as well is that evasion is way better with ES than armor, right? Because the right side is way better built out because the druid and the Templar aren't out yet, so that side of the tree is kind of like eh. And evasion helps your recharge, right? Like because you don't get hit and then you get your recharge easier. And armor doesn't
and
have as
ghost
much.
dance, yeah.
I mean,
and
armor
you have
does
ghost
have-
dance and stuff. Yeah.
Wind dance are so
Armor-
OP as
armor
well.
has
Like,
I'm gonna stuff with the recharge to recharge. Yes, so the top, the cluster, the shield cluster on the top left. That makes
Yeah, but
your armor.
evasion
apply
helps
to-
you get there, right? Like the get it started, right? Yeah. Because you
It's
don't
not
get
very
hit.
fast. No, I think you also get because you just invest in faster recharge.
Yep.
Not faster
Sure.
recharge. Yeah, it is faster recharge. Yeah. I need
Faster
to check
start
the
is
other
faster start of energy shield recharge. Yeah, you literally get it down to like 1 second. It feels really insane.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 1 second and
What
starts recharging.
ways-
Oh yeah,
again.
40% of the value. Yeah,
It's
pretty
really
good.
fast.
Yeah.
Really
we
fast.
still have the keystone where it can't be interrupted, right?
Wicked Ward. Do we?
Yeah. Do we still have that in PO2? I can't remember. I haven't done that much ES.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think we have Wicked Ward in PO2.
I
No.
need Wicked
Yeah, we
Ward.
don't. No, so yeah, it just like if you get hit, it gets interrupted. GG.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like 1 second is super fast and it recharges really fast as well. So if you have like a decent ES pool, you're not gonna really feel the need for better recovery. Like it is really nice. As long as you have a character that has
we
like
don't-
relatively good clear, I suppose.
We don't have the what's the ES aura called? We still lost that, right? We didn't get that back ever.
Grim Feast, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gone. It's removed.
Karen sounds so happy when
finally.
he says that. It's like, yeah, it's fucking gone. It's fucking gone.
Yeah, that was so dumb.
It was so
It was
dumb.
very dumb.
don't.
That was the only time I ever really
Crossbow
felt
area
tanky.
though. What about crossbow area getting 30 new notables? What do you guys think about that?
I love it.
2 ballista clusters, 2 clusters that look like speed from the icon. Fucking I don't know, infinite clusters at the start. Thoughts?
I mean, crossbows are good already. What are they adding?
Yeah. I think crossbows needed
Gonna
a
be
bit of
fun.
love. I think they felt clunky. Well, of course, like if we're comparing to Warrior, maybe not, but you know, I'm also advocating for Warrior to get like an unclunk, you know, like a big
Yeah,
unclunk
that-
pass.
It's the
There's no
unclunk
skill.
for me that's needed
Yeah.
more than anything. Like sometimes you can maybe get good damage and stuff. But I really, really just it's so antithetical to my enjoyment of the game when it's like 50% increased damage minus 200% attack speed. And it's like watching the Sunder when it's like, what? I'm like, bro, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
hate
animations look goofy. Like it looks like you're in the air, like anti-gravity, because you're just
Yeah,
so slow.
it's
You know, like what's going on?
Get that movement
Like-
speed while stationary. Yeah.
when you can finish the Dragon Ball Z arc before you get your attack off, it's not.
True.
But
I
I'm very
remember.
excited for this patch though. It does bring so much stuff.
Yeah, it does. I suppose. What's the thing you guys are most excited about for this patch? So I can get excited as
Sprinting.
well.
Not playing Warrior. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not excited about that. I'm sad.
Yeah.
Burn the
I'm
role
sad.
player. No, definitely for me, sprinting. And I used to be very anti-auction house years ago, and ever since gold was added to the game, I've changed my opinion a lot. So I am actually extremely excited about an auction house. And the more I think about it, I'm extremely excited about an auction house for hardcore. Because the problem that happens on hardcore is that somebody will maybe find a really cool item, like let's say forbidden flesh or something like that, or something that there's just not a lot of, like maybe even a Nimbus, and they'll just log the fuck off, and then we'll never see them again, and we just can't
Yeah.
get that item. We'll literally
We get
like
that in
on
softcore
hardcore, we
too.
actually do DM people and be like, "Man, can you please log in? Like, we really want to buy this."
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, true.
We have that to some extent too with like the 1% items on softcore. Like where you have people like messaging you like the Pano this league was messaging people like, can you log in? You have a cluster with corruption. I need it. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I think auction house
Yeah.
is a great one actually. That's a great feature. And actually I'll second that one. I think the auction house is the biggest feature for me. And it's also like the biggest feature that we'll get for Path of Exile 1 too. So that's double the excitement there. My concern for softcore, which is probably not a concern for hardcore, is we have been inundated by bots as of late. Ever since Path of Exile 2 release, it feels like 50% more bot multiplier. Like it feels like half the people I trade with on softcore trader bots. So I really hope that something is done about that, because it might end up being kind of like a frustrating experience if people make like really good sniper bots and then you end up like not being able to buy anything that you want at a
Yeah.
reasonable price.
It is such a big issue. Like I was recently playing Albion and they have like a big RMT problem too, but they police it super hard. Like even like one guy from our guild got banned for RMT and like he
Good.
wrote like a buy message and like he only bought $30 worth of stuff and he's permid. Like well he's only banned for 220 years. But I love that. So hopefully
Yeah,
GGG
07.
can find like a good way to chase
Yeah,
that down.
for sure. I think the number one thing plaguing the softcore trade economy, for sure. It's just, the gold is not a deterrent whatsoever. It's just not, as much as we like to think that it is, it's unfortunately not. They don't care about gold.
Are you sure? Like, is it not for bots at all? Like, I don't know how easy it is to set up a bot to farm gold and then do the other stuff.
Well, that's the thing is I feel like there's so many ways to get crazy amounts of gold. In Path of Exile 2, there's that one map, the pirate map, and you just get 500,000 from literally just following somebody in 5 minutes.
Right.
And people are selling rotas for that, right? So the problem with botters is that if there's like monetary incentive, like they don't care, right? If it's effort, they don't care. It's just part of the job. So they will find a way. It's unfortunate.
I mean, it is
This-
definitely better than nothing,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
but you do have to police it.
Yeah. But it's still the best change because if the only deterrent for them was like the bots, like it doesn't matter because we the players will benefit tenfold from having this as part of the game. It's gonna be so nice.
Do you think it'll be more or less scams now?
Less scams, but more self scams. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Because I think it'll sort of even out in that. Like for example, roles, right? We're not gonna have API as well for price checking things in the in-game exchange. So it'll sort of be like people say price fixing is fixed, but if you price check, people will still be able to price fix because you'll get the listings mixed, presumably.
Well, you'll search exclusively, right? Like we just gotta, as content creators, say like just look at the instant buyout and ignore everything else.
Yeah, as long as that's part of the API, like the web API, that's totally fine.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I would assume so. What I'm worried about and interested about is I wonder if there is going to be like how like I think PoE Ninja has this already, but like a moving average. Like because imagine if something is let's say 200 divines, right? And then during the night, you and I sit there and we sell items back and forth. It's risky, but we sit there back and forth and buy something, you and me, for like 10 divines to like remove the moving average way down. People wake up, start listing stuff, and we're just like fighting other people to buy it.
It'd be interesting to see this kind of stuff. I mean, the human element is definitely the most unpredictable one.
Pretty hyped that PoE2 is gonna be the beta test for PoE1 though, so that's nice.
Yeah, true.
And then when PoE1 comes around, we have a better version.
Yeah, that's true. I hope they don't go back on it though. Imagine if we don't get it in PoE1. That would suck.
I don't think they will.
I hope not.
Very
They
unlikely.
They said it. There's no way to go back on it now. It's too late.
Especially since like you're converting your stash tabs. Imagine. Oh boy. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine.
It'll be fun. I believe.
What about you, Paul? What do you think? Best feature of the league?
Best
thing you're
feature.
thing you're most excited about, rather.
Probably crossbow stuff, crossbow area. Probably the 100 passive. It breaks my brain. The 100 weapon swap passives. Like there's infinite possibilities.
Yeah, big possibilities. And instant weapon swap, right, is part of it too. That's so big.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many restrictions. There's like you can't go through jewels, you can't pick keystones, but there's so much like there's so much things you can do with it. I don't know. I think this league's gonna be fun. I'm a little bit excited about trying endgame with sprinting. If that's gonna fix, because I know it's gonna fix campaign, but I don't know if you can actually like while you're doing Delhi and Breach and Abyss and stuff like that. When can you actually sprint, right? It's like
just be a bow character, bro, and then just shoot 3 screens away and you'll sprint whatever.
I think Karn's camera froze, or he's just really happy.
Or I think he's really happy, actually.
I think he's
GGG just buffed melee.
Yeah,
We just don't know about it yet.
200% armor buff. He might have disconnected actually.
Yeah, I think he needs to.
Yeah,
That's funny.
we just get a happy card
Uh,
for the rest of the
what are you playing
podcast.
for lunch, Tuna?
I sort of like wanted to play Hollow Palm, but we don't know much about it. It just seems like the most exciting thing for me, going around like like flickering like or whatever else. But yeah, I kind of want to go down the Milky route and just play Falling Thunder. And if it's good on Hollow Palm, that would be really nice. But if it's not good, then yeah, it kind of sucks. My cameras are now bricked. I think I'm gonna. How do I fix this?
Just gotta wait for him to
What
come
if
back.
What if I just do this for now? Yeah,
I'm just using monitor capture. I'm lazy.
no, fair enough. Yeah, Falling Thunder Monk or, but the real build. Do you want to know what the real build is? The reason why I'm starting Deadeye. This
What?
The reason why I'm starting Deadeye is because Arc got changed to a projectile, and the way that the Arc interaction works is we're gonna get 11 chains for Arc, and every third chain it can arc back to your primary target. Additional projectiles now scale how many arcs you shoot out as well. So presumably, like if you use like arc and lightning, what are they called, lightning rods? You know, you use weapon assault lightning rod. You're just gonna be like arcing between your rods and the boss, basically, like over and over and over again. So the real my real like hidden league starter that I don't want to recommend to anybody or start myself either is, yeah, just playing like Widow Hail arc with lightning rods, stacking projectile speed so the arcs are actually fast, and just getting a bunch of infusions ideally with like a cast on ailment, snap, or firestorm or something like that. But the reason why I don't have the balls to start it is because my least favorite mechanic in the game is mana, and there's no way to solve mana in Path of Exile 2 if you're a caster. And they nerfed Arcane Surge, and in general, especially if you're a Deadeye, like, what are you supposed to do? I can't really like solve mana unless you stack it, and if you stack it, then you gotta go Archmage, and then if you're Archmage, you gotta stack more, otherwise you're like, it's kind of like stuck between a rock and a hard place. Especially since
Well,
they
what
told us
about the
that
mana
they're
fixes that they're doing?
the mana fixes, that's for attacks only. If you look at the patch notes, they haven't changed any mana multis on spells. There's 0 mana multis being changed on spells. If you actually like control F it, 0 changes for spells.
No, just gems in
Yeah,
general
global
have
growth.
25% reduced. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's a
global
global
cost
I mean,
of
right?
if
everything.
it's 25% reduced, I think that would be like close to being okay. But even then, it's just not good enough. Like the only way to realistically like solve mana right now is just playing Blood Mage. Everyone just plays Blood Mage because Blood Mage has Leech, and yeah, I don't
What do
know.
you mean
I think
Blood
25 is
Mage
just
Leech?
not enough for spells. Oh, Blood Mage can kind of sort of like counteract the fact that it's spending its life so it can get it back, right? But on a mana based character, the problem is you're either playing like sort of cooldown based where you spend all your mana and then you wait a bit, or you play a Blood Mage essentially. For mapping,
You
it's okay
spend
because mana on kill, on jewels, but
you
for
spend both
bosses,
though.
well, I mean, you just go Blood Magic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You just like it's
It's,
just GG. It's double the cost, sure, but like it's so much easier to get it back compared to mana. There's just the
I
mana,
don't
bro.
know.
Like, yeah, bro. Like, there's no way to get mana. There's just no way to get mana.
I mean, okay. I don't know. I feel like even if you're playing
Okay,
Blood Mage, you're better off probably playing not Blood Magic because then you have 2 flasks instead of 1.
dude, imagine if they added this mechanic. It could be like on an item, it would be like white scribbly text, and then you click discover or something. And on rings, they could have like minus mana cost to
Oh
skill. Like
shit!
that'd be so cool.
Whoa!
That'd be such a cool way of solving mana.
They should just give us
That'd be
mana
sick,
leech
yeah.
back. Honestly, like
Do you
ever
think
since they removed Warlord Mark in PoE1, it's never been the same.
true? Do you think we get minus mana cost to unveil on rings this time? Or can we only use it on weapon? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
No, no way. They
Why
want you to
not?
press your mana flask.
They
Like, they want
really
you to
love
press your mana.
mana flasks.
I think they want you to press your mana fast, and they want there to be attrition, which, to be honest, does not really matter right now because you just crit stuff and everything dies instantly. So unless they do something about crit, that's never gonna change. We're not
Yeah, I feel
gonna
like in the long term, they can never have attrition gameplay. That's only a short-term issue. That's why launches and seasons are so good.
Attrition works for bossing, I suppose, but outside of that,
Oh,
like,
yeah, but that's what I meant.
yeah.
In the attrition mapping, like in the bro, no.
Yeah, yeah, but that's currently what
No.
it feels like on some characters, right? Like, in some cases.
Bro, you gotta be really.
Well,
You
I
have
mean,
to be
not
struggling
necessarily,
really
because
hard.
there's like on-kill mechanics, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I'm
just excited to play Mortars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
Mortars are pretty
sure.
cool.
But I have a I have a feeling they're gonna make it pretty bad. Like they can't make it too good. There's
It
I
looks
feel
too
like
good to be true, doesn't it?
it is a little bit. I think it's probably going to be balanced in a way where you're just going to use it for electrocute from like voltaic grenade or something. It's going to do like a little bit of damage and you get electrocute. That's I mean it's always good, right? It's always going to be good, but I would be surprised if it's actually like main skillable. I would be super surprised.
Wouldn't you use that with
I'm
flash grenades too or something?
Yeah, I was gonna do the so
Maybe.
well I was thinking that I would use it on gas grenades. So I have mortars just like farting all over the screen, and then
You
I'm
explode
using
them.
like the cannons ready fire, because then I have a reason to be constantly attacking with a fire attack.
Yeah. Could be.
And then I'm like you could say it's like an explosive mortar.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just wants
No,
to play
could be.
EA, that's it, guys. He just wants to play EA.
Could be.
He's just trying to find ways to get EA into the game.
Could
There's
be.
no
Could be.
arrow.
I'm just like the totem changes. People actually think it's like a buff, but for totem build, like for totem only builds, it's actually a nerf most of the time. Like you could scale so much levels and get so much flat damage, and now it's more of like a support playstyle, right? But that means all normal crossbow builds actually got buffed because like the weight scales is now exactly the same as crossbow skills.
You can have that
So
in
I'm feeling
combination
like
with
it's
it.
gonna be. Sorry, go.
So you can use them together as opposed to being
Yeah,
like either or.
I'm feeling
right?
like it's
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
it's gonna be a huge like single target buff now.
Made it, it's
Yeah, well, I think still for a totem build though, like you can do the opposite, right? Where you go all in on totems, but you use self-cook single target as a supplement just as well. And because I do
Maybe.
think the new now being actually able to scale, you can go crit on totems now. You couldn't do that before. So I think you'll actually get a lot of damage now. And the worry for me with mortars is like they look too good to be true. They're just like they cost a gem, but you get loads extra like cooldown recovery. They're just like shitting out grenades, and you can just have a bunch of totems. Like just have like
Well,
5 totems.
we don't have any info, right, on less attack speed or less damage or anything, because there's like two tabs. You saw there's like a tab where there could be like less multipliers in, right? So we don't know.
But the totems
we
have
don't.
the totems we know, the ancestral totems have 50% less.
We know
Even
that,
if
yeah,
it's
but
that,
there's no second tab on the warrior totems we know, but on the mortar totems there's a second tab on the or like you know how you can click in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm expecting 50% too. I mean, they did that on every other totem, so I
I
think
mean,
with 50%,
I'm
it's
just
probably still fine.
yeah. I'm just doing tactician as my league starter because I feel like there's no way I won't find a tactician build that works, right? I can either go
Yeah.
like self crossbow, like I'll be able to use deflect. Pin is so strong as well.
I'm
Yeah,
doing the
there's a
same
lot of
thing
things.
actually, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going either
that's
witch
true.
hunter or tactician, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same on
So
Dead because
wouldn't-
Metacook, I suppose.
I mean, Deadeye is the same thing. You can do anything. Like there's so
Exactly.
many builds. All the builds I want to play, I can play them on Deadeye, and Deadeye is probably the best.
The
Like, I'm thinking
spell
about
stuff
playing.
on Deadeye is what really interests me. The confusion's
I
then
yeah.
we're in.
I think something I really enjoy about PoE 2 is how weak the ascendancies are. Because in PoE 1, the entire build identity is way more built up around your ascendancy, I think, than in PoE 2. Because, like, for example, like Titan, you can do minion builds, you can do anything on Titan. Like
Yeah.
Deadeye, you can do so many different builds. Like, it is like I would say there's way more player power in PoE 1 than there is in PoE 2 from ascendancies.
True.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
like that or don't. I suppose I'm in the middle of both.
I mean, it's,
Yeah.
I guess
it's more that they're less specialized.
Yeah.
I think it's more like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like that we don't have a minion ascendancy.
No, I think it's good. Like, it's kind of cool. You can play like a lot of stuff that on paper sounds kind of clowny, right? You play Titan minions, but I mean, it's not even bad. You can play.
Titan is always going to be the best class, right? Because the more the skill tree grows, suddenly you just
Yeah,
got like
yeah,
a huge buff.
like Deadeye, you can play Deadeye. Like I'm playing Deadeye Slams eventually. I'm gonna play Deadeye Slams. Like you say it like that. Like if you think PV1 brain, like Deadeye Slams, like what are you talking about? Or even Deadeye Fireball. It's like actually
That
probably gonna
fireball's
be just one of the
huge
things I want to play.
for
Yeah, I
sure.
think Deadeye
If we
Fireball
can
is pretty
solve
easy.
mana, like Deadeye is gonna be crazy. Another
Is that
thing
what
I
you're talking
was,
about when I was DC'd?
yeah, I
Deadeye
was talking
Fireball?
about like
Oh, okay.
how my real plan is like not to play Ice Strike, but it's just to play like Arc or something on Deadeye, you know, like just
Oh,
play
yeah,
Arc
okay.
Deadeye and scale projectile speed Widow Hail type stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the dream, really. But like, I'm just too scared of starting something and then it's complete dog shit. And obviously, like, I feel like sort of I'm responsible for anybody that follows me, so I don't
Yeah,
want them to have a
it's
bad
scary.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Deadeye. You start bows and crossbows, and then you just
Yeah,
farm.
exactly. I'm doing Dead Eye Strike, and then it's like, if like a couple of days in, like I reroll to Spark or like Arc, like I don't think anybody's gonna care, right? In the sense of like, if it doesn't work.
Yeah. I mean, I've been watching build guides already, and there's so many. This only happens from like YouTubers that aren't Twitch streamers, but it's so interesting. Like, there's so many videos who are like, "This is the best build guide ever," and if you don't play it, you're fucking stupid. And it's like the full skill tree and everything, and I'm like,
They're
"This is the old
clueless.
skill tree. Like, what is this?"
Yeah.
I think like my opinion on that is that it feels like, and I'm not really trying, like maybe that's just my point of view, but the more I know about the game, the more anxious I am in regards to like putting
Yeah.
out something that I'm not sure about. So
Yeah, it's like if you don't know everything from A to Z for every step
yeah,
of the way, like I don't know.
right. And these
Then it's-
patch notes were honestly like like a nothing burger, bro. There's like nothing in there. Like they tell me like, oh, we're giving Deadeye this new Mark meta skill.
But
That's
yeah, I
it.
have no idea.
That's all
could-
they wrote in the notes, right? Like it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
It's cool.
It could be broken, or it could be maybe.
It could be like 6-second cooldown, bro, with like 2-meter radius. It's like, who the fuck
I've seen people
knows?
breaking down quarter staves versus unarmed, and they don't even know like exactly
We don't even know the
number on the
numbers. We don't know
keystone.
shit.
Shit like that. Yeah, it's like
I mean, I think PoE 2 has brought about a whole new part of content creation where so many people are making videos for the sake of making videos, right?
Yeah.
Like, you see like a fucking tweet or somebody made a video, Bellicky wrote in my chat that he's fighting to get the skill tree out and trying to make sure that's ready so we get some time to prepare. Somebody made a fucking 18-minute video about that comment in my chat. And I'm like, bruh,
Based.
Oh my god.
like, hi Bellicky. So I'm like, this is so annoying, dude. Like, this is like, you don't have to make a video about fucking everything. Like,
Nice.
Christ.
Lakey, we heard Passive Tree's being released for sure, right? Hey, it's confirmed, right? Man, I wish. I just don't know. It's so hard to plan in PoE 2 compared to PoE 1. In PoE 1,
Do
we
you
have like
like
this
it or
little
not?
ritual, right, where we get the tree and we make our league starters, and then we are all like sharing. And I look at your league starters, people look at mine, and it's so much fun. I just love that aspect. I hate like spoilers in regards to like content and that kind of stuff, but in regards to like what I'm playing, give me everything. I want to know everything, right? Like I want to know
Yeah. I
100%.
agree. I'm very excited for the new act. And I was actually thinking, I've kind of missed doing league starts with my friends and playing together. And I was thinking, like, should I ask like Karn and Steel if they want to league start together? But then I realized PoE 2 in a group is way fucking harder than solo.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
magnitudes harder. It is so hard. So I was like, what I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna message all my friends that are playing different builds. I'm gonna be like, hey, I found a mace. You found a crossbow. Let's just like help each other with gear. I think that's like the best way to play together because you're not gonna have like currency or you're not gonna have enough gold to trade much early.
True.
So I think helping each other with like gear early is the best way to play with others.
Yeah, it's like GSF, play some GSF type of stuff.
Yeah, kind of like GSF, but in trade league. Like I was doing, so there's like some sort of like event happening on Saturday or Sunday. It's like some sort of boss rush event with like some variety streamers, and I'm one of the coaches. So I was like practicing with like Annie Fuchsia and Sunglitters, and I'd never played softcore before, so like the whole like resurrecting people was such a new thing to me. So that's cool. I actually want to like bring this up real quick because I had an idea for an event I want to do in PoE 2. Because I want to do a PoE 2 event. And I want to call it Clutch Core. So it'd be a group event on softcore, and if your entire group wipes, you're out of the event. But if one person survives and is able to rest the others, you can continue.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah,
That sounds
I'm
pretty cool.
hoping people like it. I think it'd be really fun. And then I throw some damage mods on and do campaign only or something.
Yeah, just like triple damage, quadruple speed, 50% pen. Yeah, sure.
Something like that.
Jeez, hold on. Sounds pretty
It's
cool.
easy talking
It's
about.
like a hardcore group Iron Man, except like you can res your homies. I think that's cool.
Yeah, literally. I think that would be super cool.
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
Yeah, sounds fun.
I think PoE needs more like community, because like we all playing our own game, right? It's a single player game, but like more stuff like that sort of stuff, getting us out of our like little, like little shell would be really good. So I think that event
then my
sounds awesome. Man.
podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically, everybody here doesn't like that we don't have all the info before. Nobody's advocating for.
I mean, I really, really liked it for launch. That we were completely blind.
Yeah,
As a content creator, I'm obviously heavily disincentivized to not have the fucking skill tree before launch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to release
As a
videos
player,
till
I kind
have
of like it.
I like it as well.
I mean, the thing I don't like
it's less
about it is,
pressure.
I mean,
You think
it's not even
so?
about pressure. It's just that you can't get excited about things because you don't know if they're gonna work and
Well-
stuff. A big part of the excitement from League Stars, like you look, oh, there's all these new things. I can do this and that. Oh, and I'll be able to do that. But like now, like we don't know. It's like, for example, the Deadeye Mark. We have no idea what it does.
Yeah.
Might be completely unusable. Might be good. The tactician stuff with the weapon swaps, like you can't really do it because you don't know the tree. You don't know what you can do. So you're like, oh, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I log in on
Well,
tactician and I can do cool stuff.
more than that, I just realized one thing that I really dislike about it is that it actually just harms like creators that actually put out good content, because you still get like people that are just gonna put up bullshit on YouTube for clicks.
Yeah.
That even if you don't have like the proper stuff, like you don't have the guides, they're putting out like, oh, the best league starter for 0.3, or like play this build or you'll lose, and it's not even it's not actually a build, right? And there's nothing anyone can do to police that, because even if you like make a video saying how bad it is, that's just gonna make more people watch it, if anything. So
I guess it's worth mentioning as well that since we are on a Max Roll podcast, it's kind of why as well we're so reluctant to like preload Max Roll guides, because we just don't know. And the main feedback we are getting from people is like, oh, why is there no build guides up? It's like, and I understand that from the perspective of people that don't necessarily know how these content cycles go. It's like it looks stupid when you go from like the D4 section to PoE, but from our perspective, it's like we just don't know anything.
we don't want to mislead people.
We just don't want to mislead, and we just literally don't have the info. Like we can't write something or something that we don't have info on. Like if I would love to pre-write like a Hollow Palm, but if they don't give me the numbers, if I can't compare it to like the relative damage I would have on Hollow Palm compared to like a quarterstaff, how am I supposed to tell you whether it's like playable or not, right? So
You mean it has physical damage per level? What do you mean?
yeah, just fucking guess. Like, oh man.
Yeah. No, it is extremely rough for sure.
And then that leaves us like the only time we can actually update the guides is after launch, which is when we want to be playing as well. So it's just, for me as like a content creator, I love creating content, but it just puts me in like a very like anxious position. I just feel anxiety honestly from PoE 2 launch compared to PoE 1. I just feel a bit anxious, that's all.
Yeah.
But that's content creator problems. I suppose like nobody really needs to care, but I felt like at the very least we should, I owe it to the Max Roll viewers to give them a little explanation as to why we're not pumping out all this content.
I mean, I think it's just a content creator problem. It's also people who, people don't really know what's going on in the patch, and they want to log in on League Start, but they don't know what to play. They don't know what's good. They don't know what changed, and they rely on people who actually spend a lot of time looking at these things, and they can't really rely on these people because there's no information for anybody to go off of.
Yeah.
So like it's not just it's a problem for everybody, really. It's like I have people asking like, yeah, well, what can we do on Warrior and stuff? I mean, who knows? Like, the tree's gonna change. Like, who knows?
And you just
we can't
default
really.
back to like the things that we already do know, like just play Bone Shatter, like it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
why I'm like the only thing I'm updating is Lightning Arrow because it's like, hey, I mean, it's Lightning Arrow, bro. Like, what? You can't go wrong, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but I mean, you know, first world problems, I suppose.
Yeah, it is. At least we have the max roll planners, so it's like very, very easy to like follow what the max roll streamers are doing. Like that is really nice.
Yeah. Like, I guess another thing worth mentioning is that we're all gonna have Maxroll planners. So if you're hearing this and you want to follow what we're doing, just check out the Maxroll planner section. There's gonna be a planner for like Ziz, Palstron, myself, Karn, and we're just gonna kind of like it's gonna be our build. So technically, sort of experimental, but it'll allow you to at the very least know what we're doing. And if it looks cool on our stream, then you could just click the planner and sort of like follow along as we discover things. And that's kind of how we're gonna be, you know, dealing with content on league starts given how little we know, because we'll just discover things and keep iterating, right? And then once we have found something that we're really happy with, once we've iterated and made the planners, that's when we're going to port those over to written guides, and hopefully those written guides stay for the next league start. But in many cases, unfortunately, with how it works, right, like things getting completely deleted or changed or whatever else, it might be that, you know, half of them disappear. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, it's rough.
I guess another topic would be because like I talked about what I'm starting, but I want you guys to like sell your builds, I suppose. So if it, like now that we're talking about planners and stuff, like uh, what makes the build that you're gonna play good? I guess suppose we can start with Karn.
Well, I mean, okay. Are we talking about what I'm starting or what I'm?
Yeah,
what
what
I'm
you're starting,
taking-
why you're starting it, why you think it's good. You know, give us like a little bit of a
Well, I mean,
sales
I'm,
pitch.
I mean, I'm starting Derai because you can't go wrong with Derai. You just play Derai, equip a bow or crossbow, shoot stuff, and you're gonna be great. You're gonna be doing fine. But that's not what I want to play in the end game. I'll be playing I'm either playing Falling Thunder or Hollow Palm or Fireball. I think. Yeah, I think it's one of these two probably that I'm leaning more towards. Or maybe I'm just having fun on bows and crossbows and I just play Galvanic Shards or something. Because I think the new Galvanic Shard looks fine.
Yeah.
No, I think it looks completely fine. It was good last patch, and the shock duration buff is actually a huge deal for stuff like Shock Burst Round. But so I'm gonna play that. I'm not sure. I think it's mostly between Hollow Palm, Falling Thunder, and Fireball. Fireball because Derai just you straight up get what 2.4x damage on Fireball because you have +1 proj, and so that you get double damage there, and then you have point blank. That's another 20%. So yeah. And then
Yeah, it looks
obviously with
insane.
Derai, you fast, you have deflect, you have evasion. That just
It does
solid.
look insane.
Yeah, and then Falling Thunder because again you Derai, so you get a lot of damage from it, a lot of speed, and also mostly the charge generation probably with the new mark stuff. Again, it's a question mark a little bit, but I think it's gonna be one of the two. I think Hollow Palm is most likely gonna be good because Hoa exists, like Hand of Wisdom in action.
Yeah.
So worst case scenario, you just do that in the end game, you just get the stack int, and it's fine. And then if the gem scaling is also good, then you get that on top. So I think Hollow Palm for the most part should be good.
I hope
It's just
so.
that I just don't know how early. It might just be like once you get the gloves, you can play it. I think enough gear for attributes, and I think
For sure.
that's the plan. I think. Yeah.
One thing worth mentioning about Deflect is that it's all on like a tactician area. Like if you look at the passive tree. So one thing to mention is that I feel like they kept it away from energy shield side of things. The monk is gonna have a bit of an iffy time, I think. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Also, you kind of want as much evasion as possible. I think it's gonna be very difficult
Yeah.
to do hybrid evasion. Yes, because if you are a ranger and you want to get deflect, then you don't have enough ES, and even then, like, how do you recover ES? I don't know how you recover ES on a ranger.
It just goes dance, literally.
Yeah, that's just ghost stance.
That's it. Yeah, it's just
So-
pure ghost dance.
So like against whenever you do like I don't know burning ground map, you don't have ES. That's
No.
just how it's gonna be.
Yeah, you don't. You
Yeah,
just don't put
so, and
burning
say-
ground in, basically. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and it's
sucks.
like only invoker gets to recover, yes. And obviously stuff that's like top side of the tree that can actually invest in recharge or or the armor ES stuff too that can also get recharged. I guess it's the only things.
I think I'm going
And
full
yeah,
evasion, like full evasion deflect. I think that's the play.
yeah, I think so. It's like maybe some casual ES like with no real thought behind it. Just put on a zero or something. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, like subterfuge mask and an int helmet is good enough. I think, you know, you get like 1,000 ES and just ghost dance.
Yeah. And same thing. Like if you're more like focused towards ES, like you're not gonna have enough evasion. You're not gonna have enough
exactly,
deflect conversions. It's like
it's a case of like you're just like putting all your hands in all the pots and then you just end up like not doing anything well. I think deflection is good enough. Like 40% reduction is good enough to just go all in, and with evasion it's gonna feel amazing. I think it's just gonna feel so insane. Like 40% reduction with 95% chance not to get hit. Like, yeah, I don't know.
It's very strong.
Yeah.
It's so OP.
I mean,
Do you think people will still pick aggro or no?
I think
no.
it's so hard to get
think so.
aggro. It's so hard.
Yeah, I don't think so because you can deflect the AoEs is the thing, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you can deflect the AoE. Yeah,
that's
so
the whole purpose of deflection, basically.
Yeah, so you just don't go aggro.
Yeah,
there's no way.
But if you can, if you have like a turbo build. By the way, you get aggro from High Resire, don't you? Like you get a pseudo aggro. It works.
What does it do exactly?
It basically works on everything, but then it has like somewhat of a cooldown. Yeah, I'll find it for you. I'm just gonna go quiet here for a sec while I find it.
That sounds like Kintsugi or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called High Resire now. Can evade all hits if you have not been hit recently. It's basically like once every 4 seconds you can evade AoEs as well. It's so broken, bro.
That's actually pretty good, yeah.
It's so broken. And it gives flat as well. And it also has like an insane amount of evasion. It's so broken.
Yeah, it's pretty
Don't tell anyone I'm gonna buy it. On League Star, don't tell anyone, bro, please. It's so OP. Yeah, what about you, pal? What are you playing? Because we got a general idea, but like you never actually like told us your build, bro. You spill the beans.
I don't really like. I want to stay open. So there is like Chinese leaks about Witch Hunter on a test server that apparently the Explodey got buffed from 10 to 15%, and there's like some weird base crit node with like a mark that gets applied.
I saw that actually. Yeah.
But we have no idea if that gets actually implemented on Witch Hunter. And that mark node is behind the Explodey, and the Explodey is 30%, and Abyss is apparently also going to be undead or something. So
30%
you get like 30% Explodey, and Heros just got nerfed. And plus the weapon swap node. So I want to stay open for Witch Hunter, but I'm probably doing Tactician because we just had Mirage Archer introduced. We had Trinity last league, right? Like we're actually at a point where the reservation matters. Because I remember a time where you didn't have enough stuff because you can only use 9 skills, and there's a lot of like 30 spirit auras that like you don't even have the skill slots with unset rings. You get like 11 skills, and now you actually have high cost spirit reservations, and like the small node before also has 8% spirit. So Tactician is just really well set up, but I don't know if the defense works that we talked about earlier with the armor, and I don't know if banners are going to be good because we don't know the tree yet. And I don't know if I'm going to like the playstyle with the ballista only attacks when you attack and whatnot. So I'm just hoping that works. But then there's also Gemling Legionnaire, where there's that one node where if you have the highest amount of support skills are blue or green or red, it has like different effects. And we don't know if that one's going to stack or not, right? So like there's a million things, and I don't know which ascendancy, but I'm definitely starting Mercenary. And skill-wise is the same thing. It's like I'm going to start with what I know, which is going to be Explosive Shot with 3 dragons and Shock Burst rounds. Shock Burst rounds, you just got uber buffed. The damage got reduced by 15%, but Shock is now double as long, so it's going to feel amazing. Like the damage uptime is going to be way nicer. And yeah, everything else is going to depend. If Mortar is going to be good, if the ballistas are going to be fine on their own. There's 2 new ballista clusters. There's 2 new projectile clusters. There's 2 new speed clusters in that area, right? Like we might be eating until level 90 in that area now.
Yeah, I think you're going to be out of points.
I actually don't even know, right?
It feels
so.
That way.
And then can I still go up and grab? Yes, probably not, right? So I have no clue, but I know I'm gonna start Explosive Shot. Yeah. And I'm gonna try all the other new stuff, and I'm definitely going Shock Burst rounds if everything goes to shit.
Explosive Shot looks sick. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like a really good plan. What you got going.
And you can respec Witch Hunter if it turns out to be
Yeah.
really good. It's not going to be an early game Ascendancy anyway, right? It's going to be more like game
Well,
focused.
the funny part is people actually, I can't even say this without people like looking at me weird, but Calling Strike is actually really nice during campaign. Believe it or not,
Yeah, no,
it's
good.
like Calling Strike
mean-
is 42% more damage on white mobs, right? And white mobs in PoE2 are not just pushovers, all of
Very
them.
annoying in
It's
campaign.
25%
strongest.
more. Yeah, it's 5% more damage against magic mobs. It's 11.1% more damage against rares. And then obviously against uniques, it's only like 5% or something, right? So it's not like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but I think for campaign clear, at least from what people have told me, it's a really efficient first node. So, like even also the defensive nodes, right? You can now get extra quality. It got slightly nerfed, but I think you can still get better defense than before. What was it called?
Social reward.
Sorcery Ward, yeah. Apparently that was already pretty decent in endgame, so there's also maybe like an angle there, right? Like, it's only 35% less evasion and armor, so maybe you can still fit in deflection. Who knows, right? But like,
I hope so.
I'm just saying that whole kit, I think it's gonna be amazing. Crossbows were already amazing. Nothing changed. The no movement speed on reload, no, like
Yeah.
you don't lose any move speed on reload anymore. The weapon swap is huge for mercs. Plus, they just introduced that you can copy your weapon to your offhand now, right? So you don't need a second crossbow,
One huge
which is
crossbow,
also
and that's
crazy.
it. It's so good. Yeah.
It's just gonna be so nice. So that's what I'm
Life-changing.
saying.
I think it
Yeah, I mean,
sounds really
I've
good.
always said that offensively, Witch Hunter is very good. The only problem is you don't need to be Witch Hunter to clear maps, right? To clear
Exactly. That's
trash and stuff.
that's the funny part, right? Because
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
No, that's the problem with the state of the game right now. We just one shot the screen, right? Like, most of the things you just shoot a lightning speed, one shot the screen. Why do you need to be Witch Hunter? You don't. But
Yeah.
like, if the game was in a better state, balance wise, Witch Hunter should be. When I first started, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be the class that has the best clear because you don't need damage to clear your maps. You just don't need
Yep.
damage. You have decimate and you have calling strike. You shoot anything and stuff will die. But that just has no value right now. That's all.
Yeah. It's funny because Witch Hunter is always sold as like the single target ascendancy, but like you said, it's actually really good for clear. And that's why they want to introduce that new mark, and it has like extra base crit per enemy health missing and whatnot. So they're actually now trying, and they're also apparently, this is also just rumor, but they're combining the concentration nodes into one. So that could also be interesting.
Oh shit.
That's not
Oh.
confirmed yet, but
The base
and it
crit
could
is
also
actually
be
insane,
0.4, right?
dude.
Like we don't know. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I hope some out of the things I just said is gonna be good. Like one of those, maybe.
The base crit actually
Yeah.
looked crazy. At first I was like, wait, that's trash. But then I actually like you start putting the numbers and it's insane, no? Like actually insane. Like a super
Yeah.
heavy execute. I think it's like the leak was like 0.2 per base crit per 1%. Like
Or
what was
1% missing, yeah. And it synergizes with Decimate Strike because you immediately remove like X%
Yeah,
of
exactly.
the HP,
Yeah,
right?
and then you could
Yeah.
also have like that helmet that reserves 10% if you really wanted, right? So you're just
True.
basically starting off at like 10 base crit, and then all of a sudden you just like get no crit investment, and you're just
Oh, yeah, how
capped.
does decimate strike say you remove like up to 30% of the maximum life or the current life?
No, at when you hit them for the first time.
the first
basically.
time? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but do they need to be, because he said the helmet that reserves life, for example.
Yeah,
The thing that reserves
Oh,
life.
good question.
Like, how's that gonna work with this?
I don't
they
know.
won't.
Actually. I mean,
Does that helmet still exist even? Did
it
they remove
does.
that?
Yeah, I forget what it's called, man. I'm sorry. Let me look at it. It could be that it doesn't work
did-
at
I
all,
did-
by the way.
Oh, you're
I
right. It
didn't know.
only works against full life enemies, so it wouldn't even work. Yeah.
Yeah, one more,
It doesn't
yeah.
work at all.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
That would
unfortunately.
Yeah.
make it actually.
That would be so good. That would be so good.
Towering threat, yeah. Yeah. As for my build, when you asked me like sell our builds and what makes it good, I was just like, fuck, I don't know. Like I don't have the skill tree. I haven't looked like I'm just like looking at mortars and stuff. I was just thinking of like the Joey meme from Friends where I'm like, totems good, fire good, explosions also good.
But that's what I meant. Sell it
so,
like that.
like-
Like make people excited about what you're excited about, bro. I'm not saying like you need to give
I just-
numbers and shit.
So I mean, last season I played artillery ballista, and that was a banger. Like
It's
I
good.
love 1-button builds whenever 2-button builds don't feel super nice to play. Like I think the best 2-button build I've played was in Last Epoch with like the Chaos Orb thing that like combined into a bigger orb. I thought that was like, well, actually ED Contagion in PoE 1 is probably the nicest. But then that I don't feel like most of like the 2-button play has like felt good to play for me in PoE 2. Like it feels like a little bit like clunky for the sake of being clunky and not necessarily
Mhm.
streamlined to feel good a lot of the time.
Big agree.
I think maybe some of this, yeah, that's how I felt at least. So I really enjoyed that Artillery Ballista was just so like it was just such a nice play style. I had like very large AoE. I had good clear. I had so much damage. I was like 3-shotting bosses. I just felt very powerful. So I'm just hoping to be able to continue playing totems. And worst case scenario, like there's no way that crossbows are gonna be bad this patch. There's just no way.
That's no way. There's
There's
So I feel like I have
actually no way. Yeah.
yeah, like I have so many like I was playing with I play PoE 2 so little. I have like less than 1,000 or 1,500 hours in PoE 2. What's the grenade thing I'm using even called? Like I'm so bad. I call flame wall for firewall and stuff. Like
Yeah, names also are like not my forte, to be honest. grenade
yeah, I'm
thing?
so bad with the exact names. Let me look real quick.
I don't know what 80%
Um,
of the support gems do, for example.
Yeah, I also
But
mix
they're
up the
adding, like,
name of the
100, bro.
support gems. Like I call scattershot for LMP and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
It
these
is,
load
though.
screens are long.
Isn't it? Isn't Scattershot
Yeah.
LMP?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
explosive
but it's
grenade. So I've
scattershot.
been doing explosive grenade, gas grenade, and flash grenade right now for leveling. And that's been really good until it wasn't.
Can I ask you, do you know when we get mortar cannon? Was that revealed? What level?
41, I believe.
41.
It's
Ew.
30s.
Okay.
Hey,
I can look it up. Oh, it doesn't say. Well, I mean, of course, what do you expect? Did nothing
Oh,
said
one
they
big
didn't
big
say
thing for
anything.
grenades as well that we didn't mention yet. You can now use like scattershot on every single grenade, right? Just like
Yes.
do
oh
piano.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the biggest change actually in the patch. Like, we didn't even really mention it as like one of the
We didn't
selling
mention
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
points. That shit is insane.
It's good.
It's game breaking. Yeah.
Yeah, because like on all of my grenades right now, I would want scattershot on all of them. I do feel like scattershot alone is maybe a little bit of a broken skill gem now with that. Like they will
the
probably I
shotgunning,
don't know
yeah.
if they'll do something there, but it's like scattershot you put on almost every skill.
Didn't they already
Yeah,
nerf
yeah.
it last time?
Yeah, they did nerf it. Yeah, I think it's in a good place. I think it's fine. Probably.
Yeah. Maybe.
As a scattershot
it's a bit
user, I
strong.
think it's fine too.
As a scattershot user, I absolutely they've really nailed the balance on that gem.
It's
You're right, you're right, you're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I
It's
kinda-
not that strong. I don't even know if I'll use it. You're
It's,
right.
actually, like, I might unspec it. Yeah.
I just realized, like, since Blakey in chat, it's a scary topic. Blakey, stay away from our scatter shot. But
Bows
yeah,
are
no, there
bows
definitely
are
will
so
be a lot of
crazy.
reuse. So it'll be interesting.
Like, I think
it's
bows
the-
are just so insane though. Like, with these new runes, have you seen these runes? You can get like 8 proj,
dude,
man.
Yeah, okay, that part is fucking it's outrageous, man.
It's
like how do bows get
ridiculous,
+1
bro.
arrow?
It's
And you look
freaking.
at everything else. Everything
What
that
did
is even
crossbow
close.
get? I didn't
Wait,
even
what
see.
rune?
What did
There's a
crossbow
rune that
get?
just gives +1. The bows fire on one
Arrow.
projectile, and you can
So,
put 2
okay.
in your bow. You can put 2 in your belt, so you got like 4,
no,
and then the
no.
belt multiplies it if you
no.
get 100%. Like,
No, you can get more because your bow now can drop with 2. You add another one. No, you can actually have 4 sockets in your bow right now.
is
Yeah.
it 3
Yeah, you
default
can.
and then corrupt?
It can drop
Yeah.
with +1. It can
Oh
drop
my
with 3,
god,
and
you're
it can
right.
power
And then you
for
can
4.
corrupt, yeah.
So you can have 4
Bro,
there, and then
these things are gonna cost
You have 8 arrows.
infinite. Holy shit. The Fub gun tax is gonna be so high on that one, bro. Oh my god.
But why is it bow only projectile? That's so lame.
Yeah,
like I
exactly.
want some love for
Yeah,
grenades and artillery.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why is it only arrows? It's like it doesn't work on crossbows, doesn't work on spell
It's more
projectiles, doesn't work
proj
on
than
anything
PoE
else.
1. You get 2 implicit, 2 explicit, 4 in your bow, 2 in your belt, and the belt you can corrupt. We know because they showed an 83 roll. You can corrupt that shit for 100%, so each one gives you 2. So it's like 4 from your belt, 4 from your bow, and
Wait,
Can you-
do we know that belt will have a weapon roll? Really?
yes, they said that.
mean-
Bro, I just don't. I don't know. When I see that, I
both-
just. Yeah.
I don't know. This is what I'm talking about when I said that this patch in terms of balance.
Like,
I was
is
mad.
Fub on the balance team? Like, be honest, GGG. Like, what's going on?
I mean, he has a man on the inside.
He definitely does, bro. He definitely does.
Like, you look at what they do to Warrior, and then look at what happens to Deadeye and their bows and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Like, bro, historically, I like in PoE1 as well. I played the most percentage of my playtime was on Deadeye, but now like Deadeye feels so cookie cutter in PoE2 that I'm like, I feel dirty. Like even like playing it, I'm like, nah, do I play that? Like that's just OP. Like,
yeah, I don't really want to do it, but I'm doing my part in fixing it for 0.4.
Yeah, true. All I want to do is play Lightning Arrow, but then everybody's gonna be like, Lightning Arrow, bro, nice, you're so creative. You know, I'm like, man, I want to play bows.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
people in PoE2 actually really appreciate if you do meta builds, because we're now at a stage in the game where everybody's just trying to learn the game. We're not yet in the situation where people want to be like creative or do like something freaky. I mean, some people are, right? But most people just want to get through the game because the game is not as easy as PoE1, right? And they just want to learn the game. So,
but then if every content creator does Lightning Arrow, it's kind of like
I get it. I get
it. Yeah, I would think as a viewer, if I was a viewer, I'd be kind of disappointed if every YouTube channel is just the same, right? Like, you know what I mean?
I do feel bad, yeah. Like I'm like people expecting me to play Warrior and like oh, I want to play Warrior. How do I play Warrior? I'm like I don't know, man. I want to Deadeye because it's fuck Warrior, man. But I feel bad, but I feel like for the better future, I have to do it. I have to not log in on Warrior this time for a better future.
Yeah, detox
Baldo was right.
And also, like, just as a statement, like I think it's important to put your opinion out there. Like, if you think something's dog shit, like, let the devs know. It's EA, right? I'm pretty sure, like...
Well, yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Like, maybe the reason Warrior has been this bad the entire time is like, well, Karn's still playing it, so it can't be that bad. So, like, now they're like, okay, Karn's not playing it. Something's gone wrong here.
I mean, I'm not playing it. Ark is not playing it. Like, nobody's playing it. Like, we all jump ship. It's over. Like, this is like the tipping point. We're done.
Yeah, but Ark stayed melee, and you're traitor to
the
the
melee
race.
I'll be melee. No, I'm starting bows, but I'm leveling bows. But I'm gonna be playing Holopalm. It's Holopalm, man. So melee. Did I say
Monk roleplay now? He's gonna like come with like a bandana and everything.
Also, didn't Mark say that he usually every league plays what is the least played or what is considered the worst, whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one more reason. Get him to play Warrior, then things will get better.
True. Also, get him to set up like a 3-tower cluster. Yeah, get him to do like a nice 3-tower.
I mean, they've already said that they hate towers, right? In the current state, so towers are.
I don't even think. Okay, I think the tower thing is a little bit blown out of proportion because, like, if you don't care about you 3 towers overlapping or nothing, it is way better than it was in 0.1. Like, it's not even close.
It is. But
I played for 1 week in 0.2, and I was chilling. I was actually happy with the tower changes because the towers themselves were better to run. You could actually, put real maps in there, and yeah, you just go to 1 tower and you juice every single map on your screen. Like everything is just.
But I
so
think
you don't feel bad because you.
Well, you do feel bad because when you experience the 3, then you're like, how could I go back to 2?
No, but if you don't have 3, what are you gonna do? Just put some tablets, move on. It's like if you just play it in a way where you look for your 3 towers, but on your way you just juice the ones on the way, right?
On the way I don't use tablets because most of the time it's not worth. Like unless I just want like quick content, but. So the way I default the content, at least in PoE2, is like, if you don't find the tower cluster, you're just going for citadels, and I don't like that. I don't enjoy that shit at all.
We do have PoE1 maps now, though. I think it's gonna feel pretty nice.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Cool.
Sorry, what?
Well, so like before in PoE2 it was 3 positive, 3 negative suffixes. Now all the affixes are negative.
Yeah. That change really good. Yeah.
But also, like, I mean, I think the PoE2 Atlas is a really good delve, but I don't think it's a really good Atlas, in my opinion.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, devs. I think the Atlas sucks.
It is just delve, in my opinion. I feel like we only have delve.
It's not delve. I love delve. Come on.
Oh,
To-
this is
to be clear-
better than Delve. This is better than Delve.
To-
Delve suck.
I'm out of here, bro. I CBA.
You killed him.
No.
To be
This is
clear, I
better
don't
than
think
Delve.
it's good.
Just
To be
good,
clear, I
do
don't
good
think it's-
Delve.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, to be clear, I don't think it's good. I think it's just not as bad as people make it sound to be. That's all. I think it's not. Yeah. Unless you
enough.
want to go full autism, min maxing to the fob gun style. Like, yeah, sure.
Well, the thing about
it can be
softcore
annoying.
is you kind of do because the price is dictated, right? Like, you can't buy tablets that aren't sort of like priced around strats existing. And
Yeah, I mean,
like
yeah, I
when
get
when
that.
you're just like focused on like, oh, I just want to min max, like that's part of the fun. Like, yeah, when you get 2 towers, you're basically like 66% gaming, you know? That's what it feels like. You're just never unlocking your true potential.
But like, okay, if you spend less time, just try to get the perfect setup versus just getting, doing more stuff. Wouldn't
Yeah.
you need to just make up for it a bit?
Well, no,
You just
because
put
at
in your
that point you're
tablets.
better off just like rushing citadels and not worrying about tablets at all. So it's kind of like there's the issue is that the game dictates the content you run as opposed to you dictating the content that you run, right? And that's
Yeah,
why people don't like towers.
You just described trade issue.
Well, yeah,
that
but
is
like
100%
like trade issue is sort of like,
I
like
know it is a big issue.
99% of the
I know it
game,
is.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I know it is. It is a big issue. I mean, that's one of
Yeah.
the reasons I don't play trade. I don't want the market to tell me what to do. I want to do what I want to do.
Yeah, like I'm not saying like you have to go full sandbox on everything, but like at the very least, like once we have graduated past the point of like we progress our atlas, we unlock our whatever's, like like we do in PoE1, then you should be able to bend like now I'm free, I'm a god, like I can pick whatever I want and do whatever I want. And I think that's like such a satisfying part of like PoE1's progression that PoE2 lacks. And I'm not trying to say like make PoE2 PoE1, but I'm saying make it invoke the same emotions I feel like when I complete my atlas and when I can do the strategy I want to do. Because that's a gamer feeling, you're just like, yeah, I got my skill points, I set up my strat, I'm doing my strat, I'm not doing everybody else, like I'm doing my strat, and that feels great. That feels great.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys have anything else you want to talk about, this would be the time. Like if there's anything you want to chat about. Otherwise, we can keep it relatively brief. I think one thing that's funny is okay, that looks tasty. I'm actually hungry as shit. So one thing that's funny is like the amount of uncertainty in a call with like a combined 80,000 hours of Path of Exile. I think we each have like 20k hours, and so it's
I
like
think it's
probably
beautiful.
I don't know.
I don't have
man.
this feeling anymore. I don't know. Like you guys are a little bit different there. I never have this feeling anymore. I actually kind of like it. I think it's exciting.
Wait, what's
Yeah,
feeling?
I like it as a player.
Going in blind again. Like,
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I
I
mean,
just hate it as a content creator, not as a player.
Yeah.
okay, if I played the game just for fun, I didn't have any. Like I said, no. If you're just playing, you're just playing home, you're playing for fun, you're not streaming or anything, then yeah, 100%. Like I 100% prefer to play games blind like this with no info. You just log in and see what happens and figure things out on the fly, like 100%.
But
Yeah.
PUBing is so
yeah.
much fun. Like PUBing before League Start is so much fun as a player as well.
Yeah, it is fun too. It is fun too, but I mean,
I
I
think
don't mind it as much if there's
I agree with what you say, but on the item side of things, it's so cool to discover an item and all of a sudden it's like,
yeah.
oh, this changes
Yeah.
fucking everything, Like,
Yeah.
but
The way I see it is the like all the awesomeness you have in the week before gets kind of spread into week 1 a little bit. I don't feel like you lose that.
That's
You're
true.
just exploring it along the way instead of everything before the league. Because usually how it is like you theory craft before the league, and then I'm almost tired when I start, and then I start and it's just like painting by numbers, kind of, right?
Yeah,
But this
that's
is like gonna be a little bit more like spread out. I don't think it's gonna be worse.
okay.
I think that's a really good take. The only thing that like
Mm.
frustrates me is like people putting out like bait stuff. That
And
like
you
really
not
annoys
being
me.
able to put out stuff. I feel that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that frustrates me a lot.
It breaks my heart anytime someone's like, why does Maxroll not have guides and this other site has guides?
Yeah.
And I'm just there like,
versus unarmed.
I'm just there like, oh
Let's
man,
go.
like I wish we could put things out.
The math.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, boys.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there then. We'll let Ziz eat. I'm gonna go cook some food. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thanks for the casual chatting. I didn't plan a single question through this podcast, so sorry if it wasn't super structured, but you guys got a little bit of a sneak preview into our pre-league's chaotic brain. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for joining and stuff. I really appreciate you.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully we do it
Thanks for having
again
me.
soon. We're gonna do these more on a schedule, so anytime you wanna like join or let us know.
Yeah, I'm always down.
Yeah, dude. Always down. Yep.
All right.
All right.
I'll see you later.
Thanks,
Yep.
boys.
Bye-bye. See
GG's.
you.
GG's.
Bye.